A kid walks into the kitchen and sees a cake. He thinks the cake appeared because someone followed a recipe. A chef walks into the same kitchen and sees something completely different. Timing, heat, texture, mistakes avoided, ingredients balancing each other. Same cake, different depth of understanding. And honestly, that's what research feel like too. Most people think research is just collecting information, searching things, reading articles, watching videos, copying facts into a notes. But real research starts when you stop only asking what information exists and start asking what does this actually mean. Welcome back. On this channel, we talk about research, AI, design, development, and product thinking. But mostly we talk about how people learn to think deeply about the things they build. And today, I want to talk about something most beginners misunderstand completely their role as a researcher. Because a lot of people approach research like a school homework. They think my job is to collect enough information so someone smarter than me approves it. So they open out 20 tabs, copy codes, paste statistics, highlight random lines. And after all that, they still don't really understand the topic because information alone doesn't automatically create understanding. Imagine someone memorizing every move in a chess without understanding a strategy. They may know the moves, but they still don't know how to play. That's what shallow research look like. Real research changes your role completely. You stop acting like a collector of facts and start acting like someone trying to help another person see something clearly. And usually researchers do this in three ways. The first is simple. I found something interesting. This is where curiosity begins. Maybe you discover why old video games feel more memorable than modern ones. Maybe you learn how colors affect the human attention. Maybe you find a forgotten idea from a history that still affects our technology today. You are not solving a huge problem yet. You are simply saying, hey, this is interesting. Look at this. And honestly, curiosity matters more than people think because excitement transfers between a people. If you genuinely care about what you are researching, others start caring too. But then research becomes some more serious. The second role is I found something that helps solve a problem. This is kind of research companies, developers, designers, and product teams do every day. Why are users leaving the app? Why does this feature confuse people? Why is the website slow? Why are customers losing interest? Now research is no longer just a curiosity. Now decision depend on it. And this changes the way you think. You can't just throw a random facts at a people anymore. Reliable information, good reasoning, clear explanation, evidence that actually connects to the people. Because now research affects the real outcomes. But there's a third role. And honestly, this is the most interesting one. I found better way to understand something. Not every question is practical. Sometimes human research thinks simply because they want to understand reality better. And scientists study space, a philosopher studies a consciousness, a student studies science and civilization. Not because it immediately makes money, but because understanding itself has a value. And weirdly enough, some of the most useful discoveries in history come from the people who were simply curious. People researching math decades ago unknowingly helped create a modern encryption. People studying a psychology changed how apps and advertisement work today. They were not chasing a trend. They were trying to understand something deeply. And maybe that's why research is so important now. Because today information is cheap. Anyone can ask a AI for answer. Anyone can summarize a book in a seconds. Anyone can search a Google. But understanding still takes a patience. It takes the ability to slow down, question assumption, notice patterns, and think beyond the first answer you receive. And maybe that's the real role of research. Not just collecting information faster than everyone else, but helping people see something clearly than before.